Hey, it is that time again, the Sports Unfolded NBA show. I have the NBA guru himself, the big dog Kenny, in the house. How are you, Kenny? Hey,
Oh, loving playoff basketball. Loving playoff basketball.
it is round 2.
Yep.
Began, Cleveland, Indiana, and did we not say they were going to have their hands full?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, the way Indiana was playing in that first series, they are ready. They're
They,
ready.
they're ready. The crazy part is they turned the ball over 17 times, but they still won.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
That speaks
Yep.
volumes. So we
Yep.
got the playoffs. We're going to be talking about each matchup, and of course,
Of course.
we'll have a Do You Know, Kenny.
Playoff edition.
I think you're going to do okay with this one.
Yeah. Playoff
If
edition.
not, I
Playoff
think you're going to
edition.
have to restructure your studying.
Yeah. Yeah. You may be right. You may be right.
All right, so let's get this thing rolling. We are on what are we on? We are on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it now.
Uh-oh.
Here it is. We're on Rhode Island Broadcasting at YouTube. So get on there, click that little bell so you always know when we're going to have a show. And you don't want to miss any of these shows on this channel. I'm telling you. Between this Sports Unfolded, Going On Daily, of course, The Kid, False Count Anywhere, Skeptic Metaphysicians,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to put the It Doesn't Matter podcast on the other day.
Mm.
They used a lot of clips from WWE, and that's a big no-no.
Mm.
And I'm not getting the channel banned because of them. So I could not do that one. Also, Haunting Live, which will be on Wednesday night at 8. So that'll be good, right? So that is YouTube. You can also find us at Facebook at RI Broadcasting. You have 10,000 fans on there. So we must be doing something right. So get on there. Donate the stars so that way Kenny can get his 2 cents in.
Yep.
And you can also get us on Twitch at RI_broadcasting. That's another place where you can watch us live. So do that. And of course, we have all the other social media.
Yeah.
So, all right. So series 1 is about to get underway. Is that tonight? Does that
That's
start?
tonight.
Or is it tomorrow? No, that's tonight because it's
tonight.
OKC Denver.
First Knicks,
yeah.
first Boston Knicks, then OKC versus the Nuggets. Yeah.
Right. So OKC versus Denver.
Yeah.
Wow. Did we not call? I know me and Eric talked about this on Friday.
Yeah, just did.
Harden.
Yeah.
Another Game 7 disaster.
Yeah, another Game 7 disaster. It's just like nobody played, nobody showed up, but Kawhi. Kawhi was magnificent, and everybody else didn't come to the party.
Yeah, that was like Amen Thompson with the Houston Rockets last night. It was phenomenal.
Are those brothers going to be something or what? Those two brothers are going to be something. They're going to be outstanding in the league.
NBA's got their hands full with those two.
Yeah. Yep.
They are players. But so we got the Denver Nuggets going into OKC. OKC is the best team in the league, but a little inexperienced. They haven't done well in the playoffs, but we'll see where they look. They got through that first series pretty easily.
Yeah, they swept them.
Yeah.
They're the only second team to sweep a series. First one is Cleveland. against Miami. But hey, you know what? This matchup, this monster excites me because whoever has the best bench will win the series. Who
Mm.
has the
And
best?
that's the thing, we keep talking about, the role players. Look, this
You know,
it happens in most sports where those role players, when it's playoff times, that is the most important part of the team.
yeah.
Because if you have, it's the same thing in football, baseball, NHL. I know in the NHL, that fourth line, that is the key to winning.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Yeah.
contribute and contain, it's the same thing with the bench of the NBA. If they can contribute and contain, you are on your way. If they can play any defense and stop teams, you improve your chances greatly because yes, we get the
Yeah.
stars on both sides. It's it's that guy that's going to bring those intangibles.
Yeah.
A steal
Mm-hmm.
here at a key moment, a big bucket at a key spot. It's like Buddy Healed like last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
He
Ooh,
was
buddy
massive.
Hill. He was massive. He was. That's why they won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was everywhere and did everything. So, I mean, that's what we're talking here. Now, can the Denver bench step up?
That's the key. That is the key. Their starters are working hard. They're getting buckets, but off that bench, they need somebody. They have the worst bench in the league. So whoever's
Yeah.
bench will be productive wins this series.
I mean, you're almost talking like Joker's going to have to play most of the game.
Yeah.
Murray is going to have to play most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like those starters are going to put in time.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out so well for the Lakers.
Mm. Yeah.
When you have to press and keep your starters out there, they don't get the rest. So, yes, it may be great game 1, game 2. But when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking game 4, 5, 6, that is going to get harder to do. So,
Yep.
unless they get production off that bench, OKC should take the series.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you never count Joker out.
Yeah. Never.
Never count Joker. Who do you got in this one, Kenny?
I got OKC. I got OKC. I think they have a better bench. I mean, Joker's going to do what he does, but I think OKC will run them out. They're younger. They got fresh legs. They got a better bench. I'm going OKC with this one.
Yeah, I tend to think that too. I want to see Denver win, but I'm not very confident that they can pull it off. I think they're going to get. I think they're going to get worn down.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they have the legs to do it. That OKC team, they are
Mm-hmm.
firing away,
Yep.
and SGA is just young and he's hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know who's going to be able to contain him on Denver.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me
I
neither.
don't see that happening. This could be ugly as well.
Yep.
So I think Denver could take a couple of games. I mean that I think that's about it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um but I do like the matchup. I think it's going to be interesting because I mean you never know. They got to play the games. If that bench steps up, that could change everything.
Mm-hmm.
So all
Yeah.
right, Kenny. Awesome, awesome. Love it, love it. But we all know what we're looking at right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota and Golden
Mm.
State. Can you
Yeah.
believe?
Yeah. This is gonna be so exciting. Anthony Edwards is on a mission. I tell you right now.
Yes.
And these Golden State Warriors, they got a little spark to him. They got a little spark to him.
I was watching that game and I think it changed me
Hmm.
about Draymond Green.
Hmm.
I think Draymond Green is so vital to this team.
Yeah.
I think that what he does for this team
Mm.
is like no one else in the league does for their team. Like you look at this guy, you think he's a clown.
Uh, he,
But I really paid attention to him in that game last night,
yeah, yeah,
and
right.
he was awesome.
Yeah, right. He knows his job. Let's just put it like that. He knows his job.
Absolutely knows his
His
job.
his job is to wreak havoc for the other team. His job is to get the other team stressed out.
Yeah,
And that's what happened last night.
yeah,
He knows
it
he
was.
knows what he is a very smart player and he knows his job. Now being
You know that?
said, good.
Do you remember that point? And it was a pivotal point in this game
Mm.
when he got the technical,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think he deserved the technical.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. Things
When
happen.
he got that technical, and they were doing the replay and all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
then he comes off the bench, and I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Curry that went up to him and basically asked him if he was good. And he looks and he just like, yeah. And he just walks calmly onto the
Yeah.
court
Mm-hmm.
like it was nothing. And in the regular season, he probably would have lost it.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows what's at stake.
Yeah, he knows what's at stake. He knows what he's doing.
That impressed me. And that was like, I just sat back and I'm like, wow. I'm like, I thought that was the difference in the game right there.
Mm.
I thought that really solidified the win for Golden State, and I think they were losing at that point.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It was like second quarter or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was not decided. I mean, they might have been winning, but it was not decided then. And I don't know. I think that was a big difference because if he would have went off, he could have been kicked out, and they would have lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't do that. So he impressed me. And just the defensive side of it all, Houston just couldn't get anything going. They were going for a little while, mostly because of Amen.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
But other than that, no one else was a threat.
No.
Van Fleet, I thought, was terrible in the game.
Yeah.
And I don't care how many points he scored. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he was terrible. He cost them that game.
Mm.
Trying to rush up. Remember when we were talking about playing kickball with Brown and
Mm-hmm.
Tatum
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
that's what it was like. It was like panic and not controlling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that, to me, was what Van Fleet was like last night.
Mm-hmm.
And now we look at Golden State coming in, and, I mean, they have no slouch of a matchup. I mean, you got Minnesota
Yeah.
that just embarrassed the Lakers.
Just embarrass the Lakers. I tell you right now, the Warriors are the worst rebounding team in the playoffs. So I tell you right now, if you let Rudy Gobert get 15 to 20 rebounds a game, Minnesota will win. Whoever wins the rebound, whoever can rebound the basketball in this series will win. So their best bet is to put Draymond Green on Rudy Gobert, because once Rudy Gobert is stressed out,
the hell out of him.
because you remember in Utah, he would get aggravated and he'd fall apart, miss free throws, miss rebounds, miss easy layups. That's what you want to do. You want to get Draymond Green on Rudy Gobert, stress him out.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at Anthony Edwards
Mm-hmm.
and Draymond Green.
Yep.
Those are the two key factors in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Because Golden State will not win if Draymond doesn't do his job.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he just has to do it enough. I think he could get Gobert so frustrated, he could actually be in foul trouble.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what you want.
That's what you want.
You put him in foul trouble, Golden
Mhm.
State wins.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
If you don't, Minnesota wins.
Yep. Whoever can control the
It
boards.
comes down to that, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you got in this one, Kenny?
I think Anthony Edwards is on a mission. I go with Minnesota. I'm going with Minnesota. If they can out rebound the ball, if they can rebound, if Rudy Gobert can rebound, they can have this game. They can have this game.
Yeah. I'm like on the fence, Kenny, because I know what Curry can do, and I know what Draymond can do, and Butler's a wild card and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I really like Anthony Edwards. He's so good.
So
He was so sick of hearing about Gilgis Alexander, whatever the hell his name, SGA.
SGA.
So sick of hearing his name all year long. Nobody talked about Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Well,
Yeah.
guess what? Now's his chance.
That's his chance.
So I'm going to go Minnesota as well. It is not. It is a very weak Minnesota pick for me. Very weak. Because I know, look, Draymond just it would not surprise me if he just dominates. This could be his series.
Yeah.
If they beat them this series, Draymond is the reason, and he forever changes in my eyes. I think he's already done that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he knows his job.
All right. Oh, I love this. I love this. Cleveland, Indiana. Kenny, we talked about it. We talked about this a while ago, too.
Yeah.
Indiana is scary.
Yeah.
And I don't think Cleveland is good enough defensively to just derail Indiana in this series. Like, I'm saying it now. I think Indiana's taken this series. And I think defensively, they can be the ones to stop Cleveland. And I know they've already got one win. I just think they're the team that can do it.
I hear what you're saying. Do you go with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who's averaging 127 points per night, or do you go with the outstanding defense of the Pacers?
I like that they can put pressure on that 3-point shooting.
Yep.
And let's face it, most teams in the league, especially the East, are not able to do that. Indiana can do that.
Indiana can do that. In that first series, the Cleveland Cavaliers shot 58% from three.
They're not going to do that in this series.
No, last night they did not. No. They could barely get to the rack because of their bigs. But Evan Mobley, how good is Evan Mobley? He's a good player. How good is Evan? Outstanding. Mitchell's outstanding. They need to get their guard back. Once they get their guard back from a sprained toe, they should be really good to go. But this is a hard one. But
I'm taking Indiana. I know, and it's only one game. One game means nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just as simple as rust, and they had to clear the cobwebs.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going with the Cavs. 127 points per night. I don't think that the Pacers can put up those numbers.
No, but they can certainly stop. So, and that's what I'm counting on.
Yeah.
I'm counting on the fact that they can put pressure on those shooters. And I think that taking that game one was very important because you have to have like an advantage going in, right? So they got that advantage, and now You only have to worry about 3 solid defensive games.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you can get them off their shooting,
Mm.
even if you can drop them down to 40%,
Mm-hmm.
which is definitely doable, and you got to get those boards. You have to get the rebounds.
Yeah.
You got to
Mm-hmm.
do what you have to do. You got to play scrappy. You got to play almost nasty. If you're fouling, you got to make that foul count.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to do what you got to do. And that's how you stop shooters. Look, Donovan, he's going to get his.
Oh yeah.
You
Yep.
just got to stop all the others.
All the
You
others.
got to
Yep.
stop the others.
Yep.
You got to limit, right? You got to
Mm-hmm.
limit everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm taking Indiana. I'm taking them. I think it's like a hope kind of thing.
Mm.
It's those things like I'm taking Minnesota and I'm taking Indiana, but I'm not exactly 100% sure, right?
Right. Right.
It is
Right?
very thin.
You're very thin. Very, very thin. Very thin. Very thin.
Oh, man. All right, Kenny. Let's do it.
Woo.
Let's do it.
Oh
Boston
man.
at New York. I mean, Boston
Mm-hmm.
versus New York.
Yep.
Look, I know that they just dominated them in the season series.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to see, or will it be a little closer?
It's gonna be a little bit closer. Let me tell you something. In the first round, hey Dandy, welcome back. Hey, in the first round, the Celtics, they shot 38% from three. So they had to get to the boards. And they shot 68% in the paint. So they had to get to the paint. And this series, their three-pointer has to be on.
Yeah, if it's not, they're in trouble.
If it's not there, they're in trouble. And how can you defend Cat? I don't know. And Bronson is so clutch. So hopefully Holiday is playing right now because we need Holiday in his defense. But I'm scared of Cat because he can do it all. And Porzingis has to be healthy and guard him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, if there's a team that matches up, I mean, it's got to be the Celtics, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're like 7 deep,
Yep.
maybe 8.
Yeah.
Because you got Double P that can shoot the lights out.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench. You also have Horford coming off that bench, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have, several guys. So if Tatum doesn't have it, it doesn't matter. Somebody else can put the points in. Whether it's Derek White, you have Hauser that can still come in and shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't doubt that they can score.
Mm-hmm.
It's just containing some of these guys. You gotta contain Brunson. You can't just let him run amok.
Yeah, you can't let him shoot. You got
How
stick
are you,
right.
Danny? I didn't get to say hi.
You got to stick right to him. You got to stick right to him.
Yeah, you can't let him do to you what he just did to Detroit.
Right.
And again, it's one of those things. Yes, okay, you can give him his, but you can't give Cat his.
Sure can't, yo.
You got to stop one of them.
Yep, got to stop one of them. Got to stop one of them.
Now,
right?
What is in the Celtics' favor is Cat has a little bit of foul troubles.
Yeah.
He's another one. If he gets into foul trouble, New York is going to slip out of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you just keep putting pressure on him, and make him foul you.
Yeah.
You get a couple of fouls quick on him. Oh, that's gonna send New York Knicks reeling.
Yeah.
Because his replacement is not going to hold up. Not going to hold up.
Yeah.
All right. Health issues. Celtics are a little nicked.
Mm.
No pun intended.
Mm.
Jason Tatum wrist,
Mm.
although he was fine in the last series, so
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
fine.
really concerned.
I'm not concerned about that.
Holiday, Brown, Porzingis,
Mm.
you lose
Yeah,
one or two of those in the series,
and we're done. And we're done.
that is going to be a little tougher.
Yeah. Well, Holiday should be back tonight. I'm hoping he's playing right now. And
Because we
Porzingis,
need
he'll
him
be.
defensively.
Yeah. We need him defensively against Brunson. We need him defensively against Brunson.
Exactly.
Because don't get me wrong, Derek White is an outstanding defensive player, but I don't think that
Yeah.
he can contain him that as good as
Right.
Holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you bring in Double P, he's not going to be able to cover him.
Oh no, no, not at all. No, not at all.
I mean, there
No.
are limitations, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
one of them right there.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah.
So, who do you have in this?
I got the Celtics. We have a better bench, like you said. So we got sharpshooters everywhere. You got to pick your poison. And if the Celtics are rolling on threes, if they're rotating the ball, getting that open man, we're going to be good.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we rebound.
Yep. Yeah.
Got to get on those boards. Danny, let us know what you think. Who do you have in all four series? OKC, Denver, Minnesota, Golden State, Cleveland, Indiana, and Boston, New York Knicks. Let us know. Let us know. Danny was with us earlier today on Going On Daily.
All right.
This is the third show for the day.
We are
Had
rolling.
skeptic metaphysicians on before Going On Daily.
We are rolling. That early? Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Instead of putting it on last night, I put it on this morning to see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, so good. I like it.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. Golden State, Indiana.
Okay. All right.
What about that OKC Denver series, Danny?
I think you got Golden State and Indiana in the finals. Is that Golden State? You got Indiana.
It's hard not to look. It's hard not to pick Golden State. Really isn't.
Yeah.
Because they could legitimately run through everybody. And we talked about this about if they go up against OKC. If there's a team that can do it, they can do it.
True.
They're scary to play against. I think Curry has more magic than Luka. He says Denver OKC is boring.
It's boring. We'll see. We'll see tonight. I don't think it's going to be boring. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be tremendous. I can't wait. I might have to stay up. And watch that whole game.
All right, Kenny.
Right.
Let's do you. Do you know?
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Danny, put your answers in, but don't cheat, Danny. Don't be looking them up.
Don't be looking them up, Danny.
Don't do that. All right. So do you know, Kenny? Do you know? Let's put these stats up there right now. Let me see. Which one will I give you first? Do you want the harder one first? You know what? I'll just go right in order. How about that?
All right.
Who was the first team to trail at halftime in a playoff game and win by 30 points? Who's the first team to do it?
All right. I need you to repeat the question. Who
Who
was the first team?
was the first team to trail at halftime
Who was the first team?
in a playoff game
Who was the first team to trail at halftime in the playoff game
and win by 30 points?
and win by 30 points?
Danny says the Lakers.
It's not the Lakers. Who was the first? Who was the first team to trail in the? I'm gonna go with the Celtics.
The Celtics, you say?
Mm.
Kenny?
Mm.
You are correct. You are correct. It was the Boston Celtics, and it was just their last game.
Yeah.
That was the first time it happened.
Yeah.
So let me change that. Oh, now you're at 17.5 and 36. So, Kenny, you already got one right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, Danny, maybe you get this one. Who had the most points on Cinco de Mayo in history for the NBA? What player scored the most points on Cinco de Mayo in history? One game. Had to be in Cinco de Mayo. So it's a playoff game, obviously.
I think it was Kobe Bryant.
All right. Kenny says Kobe Bryant.
I think
Danny,
it was
you have a
Kobe.
guess?
I think it was Kobe. I want to say. No, I think that's wrong because are the Raptors in the East or the West? The Raptors are in the East, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's a playoff game, right? You said it was a playoff game?
Playoff game. Yeah. Playoff game.
Dodgers.
And it was on May 5th.
It's either Kobe or LBJ.
Wait, Dodgers?
I'm going to go with Kobe. I'm going to go with Kobe.
That would be wrong.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It had to be Michael, right? It was Michael.
Oh, here we go. We got to use that cuss word in front of me. Michael.
Cuss word? Wait, how is that a cuss word?
Michael. Jackson? Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, so it was Michael Jackson, 50 points, May 5th, 1989 versus Cleveland in Game 4.
Oh, the shot. The shot over Elo. It's God. Oh, God.
Oh, Kenny, I love it. There's my Cinco de Mayo question. So happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yeah, Michael.
All right. It's not over, Kenny. It's not over.
I wish it was.
What franchise has the most playoff losses in NBA history? Playoff losses.
Oh, man.
Danny, what do you think? I know you put Dodgers and Lakers up there for something else. What do you think? What team has the most playoff losses?
I just Give me 1 second. Okay. Most playoff losses. I just. It's not the 76ers.
Come on, Danny. What do you got?
NBA, the most playoff losses.
Are you cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
I can hear the thing.
What thing?
The thing you ask and
TV, most playoff losses. All right, I'm gonna go with 76ers.
no.
I didn't think so.
It is the LA Lakers.
Lakers.
317 of them. They actually have the most games played, the most wins, and the most losses.
I was gonna say LA too.
You should have. Should have known I was going to have something up there for Danny.
The late show. The late show.
All right. So I had. I mean, the good thing is you got that first one. That was important. All right, Kenny. I got a chance. You got a chance now to earn a point. It won't cost you anything. It won't cost you a loss or anything. It is an extension of that first question.
Okay.
What was the score at halftime?
I don't know.
It was just the other night.
Oh, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember.
It was Game 5.
It was Game 5. I don't know idea. What is it?
You were watching it.
Yeah, I can't remember the score. Halftime? I don't know. 38-42? I don't know.
Well, that would be really low scoring.
Yeah.
49-47, Kenny.
49-47.
49-47. All right, Kenny. Well, it is time to go enjoy that game.
Yes.
We don't need any unnecessary time away from the game. So again, thank you, Danny, for being here as always. Always appreciative of that. Let me put up another graphic there. There's all the socials that you can find us. So please get on there, share the show, and be part of everything. You can always throw comments down because we pay attention to you.
Yes, we do.
We do pay attention. Danny's been part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody have a great night. Enjoy round 2. We may be back next week.
Yeah.
Maybe back next week.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if something is wrapped up in a hurry.
Yes.
So everybody have a great night and enjoy the NBA playoffs.
Yes.